Does the place we live, does it make a difference whether we are living in Bharat or like you lived in Singapore, now we are here in US, or many of Vishishtas are in UK and so many places. Does the land or the place we are, does it make a difference in terms of how effective the sadhana is?
So, the path of Tantra Sadhana or Mantra Sadhana is to make yourself into the Kshetra. So, when you first start sadhana, obviously, if you are from America or the UK and all that, it's advisable to visit the Kshetras in India because they are very powerful spaces. But that is not ultimately the goal. So, let's say you have Murugan as your Ishta Devata. Everybody might worship Murugan, but they might like Murugan from this specific temple, right? Parali Murugan is my favorite. Everybody, I like other Murugan from other temples. Parali Murugan is my Ishta, right? So the goal of sadhana is to have that Parani Murugan reside within me, right? He resides in the Kshetra of Parani. So how do I get him to reside within me? I have to turn this into Parani for him to reside in me. If Madurai Meenakshi Amman is my Ishta, I need to turn this space into Madurai, right? So that is a very deep topic. So the land doesn't matter, but how do you turn yourself into that Kshetra in a smaller scale? There will be certain rituals, occasions in that Kshetra that is important to the Devata. Let's say Meenakshi Thirukalyanam that they do once a year and things like that. That must be the most important event of the year for you, right? Even if you're not living there, it must be very important for you. You must be replicating the Meenakshi Thirukalyanam in your own puja space, right? If Ma Kamakya is your Ishta Devata and you have Ambubachi, that must be very important to you personally, right? And then the kind of worship that is done there, let's say Murugan is offered Panchamritam, right? You must be able to do that in your own space, right? If there are specific devatas surrounding that kshetra, they are not there by chance. Rishis didn't build this space with these devatas by chance. For example, in Madurai Meenakshi temple, if you go behind her, there's Bhikshatana Murti, Lord Shiva as Bhikshatana, who has the looks of a Koti Manvata. Why is he down there? He is fully unclad and all that. While Meenakshi Ma is a queen. What does that mean? You need to figure that out. You need to do sadhana of all these devatas. If there's a specific form of Ganapati, a specific form of Bhairava, you need to touch all of them. You need to let all of them guide you, right? When you do all these sadhanas of them, you get closer and closer to that Ishta that you want to reside in your Hridaya Chakra. So the entire point is turning yourself into a Kshetra for your Ishta to reside in. And there's also that aspect, and if that becomes the Kshetra, you also need a Kshetra Palaka, like Karuppan, to protect its space, which is your physical body.